swap time here with my buddy Josh. We are working on a 2005 Colorado 4-door. And Josh has installed a Gen 4, this is a 6 liter? Or 5.3? 5.3 with a 6L80. And today we're going to attempt to get as much done as possible, and if everything goes well, we'll test start it. The plan is I have a harness ready for this. This is a modified GM harness, it's brand new. That's going to be plug and play on the Gen 4, and it will support all the emissions on it so we can pass smog. The next little hurdle we have to get around is this is the computer of the 05. We actually have to retain it because the gauges need that to work. They're a non-CAN bus gauge. So I'm going to interface the two computers to each other, and hopefully we get all the gauges working. So that's kind of the hardest part, but hopefully it won't be too bad. The engine fit really nice. What'd you do for mounts, Josh?
I took the stock mounts off the Chevy Colorado inline 5, and I basically just cut them.
Okay.
Cut them. I just made some plates, welded it. It didn't take that long. I think Current Performance sells them like $150, but they were backed up on getting them, so it took an hour or two. Let me show you a light.
Looking down, yeah. So the AC, you get enough clearance on that?
Yeah. So basically, just weld these. I kept the factory stands, everything. Oil pan clears great. Used the stock cross members, had to relocate it. I got room for my air conditioner.
So this is a big bushing.
Yes.
So is this, what's this bushing out of again?
That's off the Colorado engine.
So off the 5 liter?
Inline 5.
Inline 5?
Yep.
And then, is this all like a metal piece that you adapted?
Basically,
to the block?
it's a big puck, and I cut the stock one off because it radiator. Ordered used stock hoses off of 2009 Colorado with a V8.
That stock rear looks great, and if we want to put a fan on it, I bet this is close to 20 by 20, and the V6 Camaro fan of like 2016 would work, and that'd be variable speed, and it'd look really nice. And yeah, this looks really good. This is going to look like a completely OEM swap. This truck is really nice. You got it from this acquaintance you had?
One of my buddies, he built it for SEMA. So this truck is actually, it's been painted. It's an Audi slate gray color. They redid all the interior in leather. Seats, sorry, we got the radio out of it right now. The headliner's my favorite part. All suede headliner.
Nice.
It had a really kicking audio system. He kept most of that stuff because the stereo's worth more than what I paid for the truck.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I tried to get in a 4-door Colorado 3 or 4 years ago. They hold their value pretty good. So I wanted the 4x4 model. This is a 2-wheel drive.
I'm hoping I can pull a trailer with it when it's all done.
Definitely. We were debating on doing a Gen 5 6.2 8-speed swap in it.
She's sitting right over there.
But this is kind of a smaller vehicle, so he had this 5.3 ready to go as well. He had a deadline on it, so I figured, well, we kind of agreed that it'd be best to throw the Gen 4 in it and get it running. I was actually afraid the 6.2 with an 8-speed would be way too much for it. This 5.3 would be an awesome combination with the 6L80.
We can always swap it. We do have a 6.2 at the house.
Yeah.
So.
But wow, I'm pretty happy with this. This is super, super clean, and we'll see what we can get done today. All right, I got the harness mocked up. It's going to look OEM. It's super nice. There's the mass airflow down here. It's connected with the factory hold downs, or those things are called. Goes down along the side. The O2s drop way out down there in the corner. It's mounted back upon a cylinder head here. Just waiting for Josh to get back. This must be an 07 engine because the O2 sensor's wrong. It doesn't fit this connector. So we're just going to get the newer oil pressure sensor. Put that on. This will all install. It's literally taking me 5 minutes to just mock this up. Once we throw the intake on, I'll have another 5 minutes to hook up this harness. Then I'll get on my computer, look up the pinouts for this, and what's really cool is the pedal. All the interior wiring will still work. The pedal will stay installed and it will work with the Gen 4. So I just gotta get there and see what problems we run into and find solutions. But super excited about this. This is going to be a nice clean install and we'll get everything working. By using this computer, even the AC, a lot of things will work just right.
Alright, here we go. Mitch with swap time here. 5-3 swap. Didn't even take that long. Alright. Battery on. All set.
Loud, but she runs.
Shut it off.
I keep filming. So, me and Josh, we got this running basically today for the first time. A lot happened. We did the fuel system, which is all factory. We used the 2005 Colorado computer. You look in the trash can over there on the floor. That's what's left of the Colorado harness. So I removed everything that's not needed. And what's really cool is the tach is working. So I got a cam and crank signal back to this, so everything will work in that regard. Next, we installed the Gen 4 harness. This is a brand new GM harness that I modded. And over here, we'll mount this. This is the fuse panel I attached to it. This is the E38 controller. Josh mounted it with the original mount. This is a fuse panel. We also did all new battery cables for the entire engine. We hooked that all up. We still have a few areas we got to loom. We just ran out. But we hooked the battery up. It didn't start the first few times. We had to figure out how to get it started from the key. We got that figured out. Next, it barely would hit, so I sprayed brake cleaner in this. And basically, we have like 6 stuck injectors, which we kind of expected. This intake and engine has been setting for how long?
Probably 3 years.
3 years, so they're going to be stuck. It'll just run on 2 of them. So we're going to replace the injectors. I'm really happy. This is a 6L80 with a 5.3, and Josh moved the battery over here today. And we use all, like I said, new cables. Or I shouldn't say new. We just redid the ends. We used GM cables. This is from the previous stereo system, so this is a massive battery. A lot of the stock components are still here, AC. The last thing we really got to do is hook up the emissions. And this is a Prindle wiring. So this is going to be a Dakota digital switch. And this will translate the movement of the shifter and make the Prindle move again. And that way you have neutral safety, and it works just like OEM. But we're pretty stoked that everything worked. We didn't really have too many issues besides the stuck injectors.
Yeah.
And we even took a lunch break today, so
Yeah.
I think we have about 4 hours of work to install the harness,
Still gotta do the fans.
redo the Colorado harness, integrate everything together. And I don't know, Josh was saying a lot of people said this is really hard to do, to get to start with the key. Well, we knocked that out no problem.
Yeah, I thought, because they sell an aftermarket key, it's like $150 because they said that didn't send a signal to start a 5.3 motor, but you figured it out in about 3 minutes.
And by retaining the factory computer, it's getting all the signals still, so the cluster's happy. I'm even using the same OBD2 port. I just added the CAN bus from the E38, so I programmed through the original connector. I am going to try to program this older controller and delete some codes off that, but we do have to have this emissions compliant because we're in Vegas, and this is a 2005.
Yeah.
So I know how to do that. I just integrate the systems. The tube, we did a really good job on the air intake tube. Where's that at?
Still gotta cut my heater hoses and all that. I'll make that box a little nicer, but
Yeah, it put together pretty nice.
That's just a kit I put together from some parts from SoCal Speed Shop.
Yeah, so it's going to block a little bit of heat here, which is good. Very simple. We're using a LS3 mat, so we're going to get a bung, have it welded in here. And this is all the factory wiring, so it's going to come up out of the way, and that's how we're going to position the mass airflow. I do need to repin this out. If you use a truck mass airflow, you leave the wiring alone. LS3 is wired differently. You have to swap all the wires around, or else you burn up the mass airflow sensor. So I've done that a few times.
Nope.
But this is looking great. The fans, like Josh said, they're coming in. Hook up some hoses, do some power steering lines. What's cool, this is rack and pinion on it. I mean, you're able to use the truck oil pan on it.
Really didn't have to swap much at all, really.
You made your own mounts work. Once you put the cover on it, it's really going to look like an OEM.
Just gonna look slick. And I'm gonna make that supercharger cover work too, so. Really notice how dirty the garage is to this video screen, by the way. I gotta do some cleaning, but we've been working hard, so. Alright. Got it?
Yeah. It's been a good day. Thanks for watching, and if anyone's interested in doing a Colorado swap like this, we can help out. Here we got the Colorado dressed up, the factory cover. Put it back together. We're really happy with the way it turned out. Just gotta hook up some belts, do some power steering lines, a few other odds and ends. Looks good. Very nice.